everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your friendly neighborhood makeup hobgoblin here, and today finally we have her. She is here. Let me first start by saying the experience I had with Pat McGrath was absolutely terrible. I ordered this on launch, which was July 22nd, and I just got it yesterday, and it is like August 12th. So keep that, just think about that. So basically, I have hair on my face. My first order got lost. UPS lost it. So once I realized, hey, it's not getting delivered and it hasn't updated tracking in 5 days, I emailed them and they were like, give it another couple days and then we'll figure it out. And I was like, okay. So I had to wait a couple days. And then I was like, hey, it's still not here. And they're like, yeah, it's lost. So I was like, okay, that sucks, yeah. And they were like, we can reship it. And I was like, cool. But then it took almost a week for them to actually ship my order because obviously they're getting other online orders. So, and they didn't ship it priority or anything. So it was still on that regular UPS. So I finally got it. And after all of this and the amount of money you spend at Pat McGrath, my palette came with a broken shade. So even before I got my order in, a lot of me wanted to just return the order. Like, I was so just kind of like, you know, like bad taste in my mouth, like I'm just done. So I wanted to return the whole thing. Pat McGrath's customer service is great. They were able to rectify everything. So I'm not gonna get too into that, but yeah, you can kind of see. I mean, I repressed it super carefully, so it was, this shade was like cracked in half and like halfway over on the palette, and I had to like push it back in. And yeah, here's the palette. And it sounds so silly for me to say, but part of me is so just, I mean, I'm sure you guys can relate to a certain extent. Like, you have just such a bad experience that you're like, I don't want it anymore. I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. But luckily, their customer service is great. It's just unfortunate that I had to go on this journey like this. So this is the Nars primer. And I don't like the crease shades that are in this, so I'm gonna dip into something else, but it's still Pat McGrath, so it's okay. So let me take, this is just the Morphe and Nyan FF4, and I'm taking Pat McGrath Statuesque. I got this back in the day when Julia Adams reviewed it with Divine Mink, I think. I bought that single as well. She's amazing, but she is dangerous to watch. And I don't know if I'm going to like attempt to use a lot of shades in the palette. I do have to work from home a little bit today, and then I have to run some errands. So I don't necessarily want my eye makeup to be super intense. And I got this mainly for a lot of like everyday kind of looks. So we'll just go from there. I think I am gonna dip into this, oh, can you even see? I'm gonna dip into this shade, and then I'll probably deepen the crease with this shade. So I'm gonna just take it on the same brush, and I'm just gonna put it over. And I know a lot of people don't like Pat McGrath's mattes, and I thought that I didn't either, but recently I've been dipping into all of the motherships that I own, and I don't hate them the way that I thought that I did. Maybe it's my base, maybe it's my application, maybe it's the brushes, maybe my eyelids have grown up in the last couple years. I literally don't know what to tell you, but I don't hate them. I'm not obsessed with them because my favorite mattes are, I would say, like Lunar Beauty, They Blend Themselves, KKW Beauty, RIP. Who else blends themselves? You know, stuff like that. But Nars, I found, blends themselves. I was also kind of bummed out because I wanted to get a review on this palette up when it first came out, just because it could have given my channel a little bit of a boost because I am small. I'm taking that dark taupe. I'm just gonna stamp it like that. We'll stamp and blend. I'm excited for the fact that it's almost halfway through August, so that means it's almost September, so that means that it's basically October. What is your favorite season? For me, I love fall, autumn, whichever. My birthday is in it. A lot of my parents' birthdays are in it. I mean, Halloween. Contrary to popular belief, my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. I don't know. I just love it so much. I love watching the Macy's Day Parade and watching that stupid dog show that plays after and playing Yahtzee, and I don't know. I've always loved Thanksgiving. And we never did anything extravagant. But it was just one of those where it was small but perfect. And I wouldn't change a thing. Dipping back into that rose. I'm not looking at the shade names because I don't care. She doesn't put them in the palette, so she clearly doesn't care either. I do wish that they had a different matte because the two ready shades are very similar, and I feel like it's wasted potential. Like, I feel like this palette would have done well with some form of an actual brown with some of the lighter shadows, you know, because people can use this for every day. So it's a shame that they didn't think to do that. Maybe something darker than Statuesque, like a mid-tone brown, but more neutral because a lot of her browns tend to be quite warm. Alright, now we should definitely play this safe and go in with a glitter glue. So I'm gonna take the Pixie Epoxy and I just like I just like dot 2 dots on the back of my hand. Makes it like really easy. And then I just pick it up. I still don't know what shimmer to use, so I'm trying to think about it while we do this. Did we need to be weed whacking right now, sir? You know, I kind of want to use the broken shade, that gold. Let's go in. Also, this will help me, like, push it down a little bit. Smooth it out. I mean, it's beautiful. Ready? I would say to everybody who's waiting for the palette to go to Sephora, you're very smart. I envy your brain power. Good on ya, you know? I guess it's so surprising because this was one of the first launches that Pat McGrath did really well about shipping, but then there were just other crazy things that happened. Like, I don't know anyone else who had their package lost. I've not seen any other person with a broken package or a lost package. I think I've seen 1 or 2 broken shadows like on Instagram, and I feel like they're the same one because of the formula. Which makes sense, but because it's very squishy. Like, you know, you think to press a shadow, you're gonna mix alcohol in, but no. These were very squishy. Back into the darker brown taupe thing. and kind of replace that on the outer V. And I'm gonna just do the tapping motions again because I find it kind of blends itself, because I do want it to look dark from the front, so I don't need it to be too blended out, because when you look straight forward you see that depth. It is sticking to this eye, but I have a really weird spot on this eyelid, and makeup is always weird on it. It's not the shadows, it's literally every shadow. Everything I use, it doesn't stick to one spot on this eyelid. I'm gonna take this shade for the inner corner. It's a Skin Show something. I'm just glad that it's not a gold base, like it's more of a actual shimmery white, which I think, for me, it's my favorite type of a highlight shade. My final thoughts on my first impressions of this palette. I mean, look at my eyeshadow. Could I have done this with something else? Yes. 100%. Do I feel like I fed into the needs and wants of my hobgoblin? Yes. If I could go back, would I have gotten the palette? No. Am I happy to have it? Yes, because of the situation that happened to me with the broken shade and then customer service, and we found a solution. So would I recommend it? No. No, unless maybe you don't have special neutrals and you don't have any Pat McGrath and you wanted to get one. I feel this is a really good recommendation palette based on the special shades. Like, if I had a friend who wasn't into makeup and really wanted to splurge, I would recommend this one, or maybe Bronze Seduction. But not a lot of people use red on their eyes, so, but these are like pinky mauves, so I guess it would really depend on the person, because I've seen some reviews where people say that these turn their eyes into looking like they have bruises. But I think for a palette of mainly shimmers, even though it's not her baked formula, that's besides the point. I mean, this is a 10-pan palette and there's only 3 mattes. So you're getting 7 shimmery shades, whether they're special, whether they're astral, whether they're blitz, like whatever you think. It's a good palette of shimmers. For the price, no, absolutely not. For everybody waiting to get it after Christmas on sale, good job. If you had a Sephora Rouge 100-point redemption, that would be a good use for this, because you have to spend that $100 all at once. That could be a good use. But if you're on a no buy or a low buy, don't break it for this. If you're fighting the want to be a completionist, don't do it for this. You're getting mattes you already have 100 times. The only shade that's different is probably the VR Sextasy, or it's just the whatever it is. But they have dupes for that. I mean, a quick one off my head will probably be Urban Decay Solstice. Like, there are so many shadows that you could get, like a single shadow for under 20, like with shipping and everything, you could get a single shadow for under 30 bucks compared to the whole palette for 130. So take that as you will. I am in this weird biased place regarding the palette just because customer service took care of me. So I don't know. I think it's pretty. I mean, I can see myself wearing this look to work for like 2 months straight, because I love a neutral eye and things like this. People tend to be like, oh my god, your eyes look so nice, and I'm like, yes, they are nice, whether I have glitter on them or not, but thank you. So yeah, take the review with a grain of salt. I would say to save your money. If you really want it, get it on sale after Christmas. Ask for it for Christmas. It's coming up. It's August, so it's basically October. Christmas is in like 8 days. We'll figure it out. Alright, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Go follow me on Instagram if you want to talk to me over there. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video.